Hey, it's Shelley from Best Buy's blog. This week I've been taking a look at the KitchenAid Artisan stand mixer with premium accessory pack. This is the newest KitchenAid Artisan stand mixer, and it comes in a variety of colors, one of which is this color. It's mineral water blue. It also includes two mixing bowls, one 5-quart and one 3.5-quart, as well as a set of premium accessories. So the main difference between my own KitchenAid Artisan mixer and this KitchenAid Artisan mixer are the accessory pack, and the changes were very subtle as far as the stand mixer itself. It's still a 10-speed stand mixer with a tilt head as well as 350 watts of power. So this stand mixer is absolutely powerful enough to handle anything that I've ever put in it, and I'm glad to say that the newly updated model is exactly the same way. What I really love, though, about the latest KitchenAid Artisan stand mixer is the premium accessory pack, as well as the style. So for the style, I feel as though it's more of a brushed metal instead of a high gloss metal. More of a retro metallic feel. I really, really like it. And the actual attachments are slightly different too. So instead of just white, they're gray, and they seem a little more durable than the white attachments. In the premium accessory pack, you get a pastry beater, you get a flex edge beater, a dough hook, and a wire whip. You also get the newly designed secure fit pouring shield, as well as a dough scraper. I've used all of these attachments before, but the only one that I hadn't used is the pastry beater. It's designed to break up chunks of butter into flour or sugar when you're making pastry like scones or any other type of light pastry where you would be required to cut in butter. But before I made pastry, I decided to whip up a batch of cookies. And that was one of the first things that I noticed with the KitchenAid stand mixer was how much I loved having two bowls. The smaller bowl can hold your powdered flour and your baking soda and everything all mixed together. You can pre-mix it, and then you can use the bigger bowl for the actual cookie dough, so you can whip your butter with your sugar and eggs and then slowly pour the flour in. So having those two bowls is really useful. The pouring shield is newly designed, and I actually really like it. It sits very securely on the 5-quart bowl. You can see the little plastic attachments there. So you can just use it when you're mixing to add ingredients, and like chocolate chips like I did here, and then things will not splatter out of the bowl like flour would or anything when the liquids come in contact with the flour. You can see the pastry beater in action here. It actually works really, really well for semi-cold butter. I found it struggled a little bit with actual cold butter, and I will show you that in a second. But in the meantime, this is a look at the flex edge beater. So it does scrape the sides of the bowl as it's blending, which is actually really useful. Then you don't have to stop and scrape the sides yourself. Here's a look at the dough hook. So I'm making pizza dough here, and I found it was very easy to use, as they all are. And what I really love about the KitchenAid stand mixer is if you put dough in the bowl, you can leave the dough in and just basically forget it for a few minutes and let the stand mixer do the job, because it will just keep on pulling the dough away from the side of the bowl until it's a perfectly formed little ball. Even when the mixer would struggle a little bit with ice cold butter or whisking or anything, all you have to do is turn the speed up and it will kick in and give it more power so that it can really blast through anything. This is just a look at whisking some flour, and now here's me throwing some ice cold butter in the mixer. One of the best tips I was ever given when making scones is to have ice cold butter, like straight out of the freezer. And I usually use a cheese grater to blend it into the flour. So this time I decided I was going to use the KitchenAid stand mixer. And this is just a look at how that process was going. It did take a little bit longer than it would have if I'd used the cheese grater, but as you can see, it was ground in very well at the end. And here's a look at one of my scones when they were finished. I really love the updated look of the KitchenAid Artisan stand mixer. I love the new color and it works really well. The premium accessory pack gives you everything you need for baking. And if you'd like to expand your stand mixer even more, all you have to do is add some more of the premium attachments that you can buy for it, including ice cream makers and heat mixing bowls. I've been using an Artisan series stand mixer for quite a few years and it has never let me down. It has more than enough power for everything you'd like to bake. That's it for my look at the newest KitchenAid Artisan stand mixer with premium accessories. You can see my full written review on Best Buy's blog. Thanks for watching.